Do you ever have a game that takes your breath away? That the moment you start the beginning of the story and go onwards, you feel locked in and you don't want it to end? Well, for me, that was Assassin's Creed 2. The moment you jump into Renaissance Italy, I knew it was going to be a journey. Even if I was late to the games, I still remember the trailer for it. It was badass, catchy, and the combat was even more deadly. But those sights of different places in Italy, Ubisoft knew that they would do what they were doing when they chose the locations of the next game. The history, the architecture, the sound of you running on tiled roofs. I loved it. Seriously, listen to this. Something about it is just so satisfying to my eardrums. And can we just talk about the ambience and the music of the locations? Just sit back and listen for a moment. I think I could just put some headphones in and just listen to this when I need to relax. Ezio is the fucking GOAT. GOAT. This guy just makes this game feel amazing. Every moment he is in just makes the game feel more engaging. I mean, if I was a soldier, seeing a guy in a hood and cloak just rip my bro to pieces, I would remember that I have dreams and a family. Oh my god, he just tore him apart. I knew I should have gone to art school. Oh fuck, he's now walking towards me. The guy seriously just has so much charisma and presence in the game. I mean, look at this guy. He's a walking art exhibit. Seriously, hats off to the designers of the game. They really wanted Ezio to look perfect.
And to bring this to Messer Roberto.
But looking perfect is not what makes Ezio truly great. It's his story. From that opening, when the world of Florence is brought to life, we are introduced to Ezio.
Insieme per la vittoria! Insieme!
We get some Romeo and Juliet family fighting feud. Ezio's brother shows up. You go for a run and climb to the top of a church, leading to the moment where I knew this game was going to steal my heart.
It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best. May it never change.
And may it never change us.
You meet your girlfriend and do some cheapy sleeping around and leave promising you'll call them. And comes the worst moment any teenager has to face in their life. Having to do chores. Ugh. Anyway, I carry a box, I punch a guy in the face, and I catch some feathers. And my family is thrown into prison. Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen. But then you finally put on the gear of the assassins. You are about to become a god. You try and save your father and brothers, but they are killed. It's revenge time, baby. You learn some skills. You get revenge and escape the town. And the entirety of the game is just one massive revenge story, and I love it. Ezio isn't an asshole. He isn't full of angst. Even though, with everything he's been through, he's still a stand-up guy who just wants to do the right thing. Joining the assassins was more of an afterthought for him, until he realizes everyone who was helping him along the way was an assassin. I honestly think this game, like from playing the first Assassin's Creed to going to the second Assassin's Creed, there is no equal to it. We can talk about the great graphics that the new Assassin's Creeds have, but they don't have the story. They don't have the spectacle. Not saying that, those games are particularly bad because of those reasons. It's just the fact that when we think of the Assassin's Creed games, the likely reality that our minds go to is the Ezio trilogy. Ezio Auditore da Firenze was just amazing. We wanted him to succeed. From the moment we start playing as him to the ending in Revelations, where we finally get some peace. I'm so glad I finally bought, the Ezio trilogy, played through them. But Assassin's Creed 2 just has so much replayability rather. But then there's just this other thing that I loved about the game. You become the Monopoly man. You pretty much build up your villa, and you start cashing in that sweet dollar, or florins if you want to be technical. In my first ever playthrough, I'm in real life, I'm frugal as fuck. So when I play video games, it's as simple as that. That's how I play. I always think about the next payment or whatever. How much am I going to save? By the end of the game, I had over 500,000 florins, which is just ridiculous, by the way. Which is even more funny, because as soon as I started playing Brotherhood, you start off with 53,000 florins or something like that, and I'm thinking when I'm playing Assassin's Creed 2, yeah, I think I've gone a bit far in a few places. And it was pretty ridiculous, but again, it was just that thing of getting lost in the world, the running across rooftops, the music, the combat. Seriously, the combat, it's so good. But it's also Ezio, you are a monster. I thought Altair was bad. You are just, you're terrible. Get this man away from people. but I just loved every moment. The secret tomb puzzles, for example, were really good. My first gameplay of Assassin's Creed 2, it took me so long to figure them out. But with each time I've replayed it, I realised I figured them out much quicker, wasn't failing as much, but I still loved it because there's just something about that spectacle, about jumping, in an ancient tomb or even a cathedral, and you've got all these kind of like jump puzzles, and it's fantastic, and it's teaching you new things you can do along the way. But yeah, I'm so glad that I started to play this when I did. Sure, I'm probably like, I'm way over a decade late into the game, but I'm glad I did play it when I did. So I'm saying this to anyone who's watching this, if there is a game that you've always kind of like, put your pinky, toe, whatever, into the water of curiosity, wondering, oh, maybe I should play it. I saw it on Steam years and years ago. Maybe I should play something. Maybe I shouldn't. This is the time for you, when maybe there's a Steam sale, to play that game, because Assassin's Creed 2 was that game for me. I might have played Assassin's Creed 1 first, but Assassin's Creed 2 is what sealed me into like wanting to play the others. So this is me telling you that if there's that Steam sale for that game that you've wanted to play for years and years, but you've kind of like, played the same games that you usually play all over and over and over again, like I always do, it's time to cash in and play that game, and you will probably love every moment of it, because Assassin's Creed 2 was that game for me. Anyway, hope you all have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves, and good night.